It's 7:38. I made it. Let me tell you about this day. This day for me has been very trying. And I said to myself, either I can keep it to myself or I could come on and help somebody else. I have told you guys my story several times. But today, oh my God, my son just went to college. He has a 10-day break. My girlfriend calls me and says to me, Michelle wants you to call her. Okay. I call Michelle. Michelle says, well, if I go pick DeAndre up, can you take him back? I say no. Michelle says to me, well, I've done it for my son. I say, there's no way in the world. What you're asking me to do, you've done for your son. Let me tell you something. I live 3 hours away, almost 3.5 hours away from where my son wants to go. Mind you, he's almost 2 hours away from that point. So you want me to come from Jacksonville to go 5 hours to drop him off from Kathleen to come back to Jacksonville. That has nothing to do with me. Now, you may say, well, why don't you want to do that? Why do I want to inconvenience myself? That's the question. And I don't. I just don't. It would be different. And you can call it what you want to call it. But it would be different if he called me himself and said, Mom, XYZ. But you didn't call me yourself. You called other people to have me call somebody to do something that you have already plotted and manipulated to happen anyway. And I don't want to be a part of it. Like I told Michelle, he's not coming to see me. And I don't drive cabs no more. So why would I be doing all of this? Why would I exert myself, fill up my tank, and do all of this when I can't get nothing in return? You're not even coming to see me. You want me to pick you up so you can go see other people. Well, where they do that at? Not here with me. And I'm good with that. I'm good with saying, I don't want to do that. That's not even for me to do. Then he finally calls. Now, mind you, I called him because I wanted to hear what you had to say. Because, you could have called me yourself and said all of this, but instead you got to call everybody. This thing, your dad on the phone talking to me. Well, I'm going to be out of town, and you mean to tell me you can't do that for him? No, I can't do it for him. No, I sure can't. He chose to go to college. He chose to be away from home. This is what he chose to do. Now it's a little uncomfortable for him. He has to get this discipline, and he's not liking it. So everybody is supposed to conform to him? No. No. No, 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 no. 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 As a mother, and I'm quite sure there's plenty of mothers out here listening to this video, how much are you expected to really give your children? And then how much do you expect from them? That's the key. I have no expectation whatsoever. And I'm not one of those parents that live vicariously through my child. Whatever your life path is, that is your life path, and I have nothing at all to do with it. It's between you and your God. And you do whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you feel good, you do that. But expect you my life has proven to me that I can't expect nothing from them. And I said it, and I said it out loud. At one point in time, my life consisted of my home, my 2 children. That was it. And if I was dating somebody, it'd make 4. Okay? Then my daughter began to grow up. Well, she's looking for love in all the wrong places. Those people are in my home. Do I want them there? No. Did I say I didn't want them there? Yes. Did it do anything to her? No. But she wanted to do what she wanted to do. Okay. Well, you do what you want to do. It went on. My grandson was 8 when I had my son. Okay. Now, was my daughter working? Yes. Did my daughter pay a bill? No. Did my daughter pay rent? No. When I finally decided to say, because in my mind, I done peeped the game. You're going to do what you want to do, but if you're going to do it here, you're going to have to pay some rent. Finally decided to say, well, you need to start paying rent. So this young lady tells me, well, no, she doesn't even tell me. She tells somebody else in the house that she's going to move. So they come tell me, and I'm going to bring it to the floor. Oh, so you going to move? You and your mate, y'all going to move? Yeah, we going to move. Month went by. To this day, you ain't moved. Still ain't moved. Still ain't moved. But guess who did? I refuse to be in the presence of anybody that don't respect me. I refuse to be in the presence of somebody that's going to blatantly do whatever they want to do to somebody else. See, and then I want you to understand that I was sitting there and I was taking it. So then the moment I decided, I'm not doing it no more, I'm going to move. Not only did I move, I paid the rent and all the bills the first month that I left. Next month, and mind you, you in the house with your mate. Y'all playing house. I only gave you the house. Let me see what you're going to do. Carried on. The mate calls me and tells me what I need to do. What I need to do is pay the water bill. No, that's not what I need to do. Because the reality is, it's one me. But it's my daughter, her mate, his 2 children, her 3 children. That's 7 people in the house that ain't got nothing to do with me. And I want you to understand, 2 of them people grown. But when I was paying every bill in the house, it was okay. Didn't nobody call me and ask, didn't nobody pick up the phone, didn't nobody knock on my door, ask me that I need $10. Didn't nobody say, how much is the bill this month? So then when I got on the payment plan, then this was the whole conversation about the payment plan. My bill got up to $800. Ain't nobody paying this stuff but me. Plus the food, plus the cleaning supplies, plus the toiletries. Nobody doing it but me. Time passed and she began to do, well, I'm gonna help you with the toilet stuff. But bills, ain't nobody help me with no bills, and can't nobody tell you that lie and say they helped me with a bill. They can't stand in my face and see because they'll be lying through their teeth. The one thing that I learned from being adopted was the best thing my mother could have done for me was to leave me in that hospital. But then later on in life, I had to understand it was because she was my mother, I had life. And I had the ability to do any freaking thing I wanted. I had to give the life. When you had a presence of life, you don't want to give that up. And you don't want to give it up to your children. You don't want to give it up to your maid. You just don't want to give up your life. To be in a cycle that's no good for nobody. When I tell you right now, I haven't had a headache in so freaking long. I just haven't had a headache until today. Until today, I hadn't realized a lot of things. So strange that this would happen today. And I'm so glad that you guys are listening to me because everybody needs somebody to talk to. I choose to talk to the world. Earlier today, I was thinking about something my son had sent me. So I was sitting on my sofa going through my messages, looking for this message he had sent me. So I'm going from Facebook to Messenger to my regular messages. I'm everywhere, baby. I done picked up my old phone and I'm just looking for the stuff. But in the presence of me looking for all of this stuff, never did I see a message that said, "Hey, how you doing today?" Or I was just thinking about you. But I saw plenty of messages. Can you send me $50? Can you send me $40? Can you give me $200? Can you do this? Can you? And me constantly. Now, it's no one to blame. And I'm not playing no blame game. I hold myself very well accountable. Because the same way I see it, yes, it's the same as that way I can say no. I'm saying all of that to say this. I had just noticed those messages a few hours before this phone call and stuff began to take place. Then finally, now mind you, I had already called him. He didn't answer the phone. Finally, he called. Oh, baby, you Paul, the bell tire to the tree. Well, really and truly, I can stay where I'm at. Well, do that. I said, you got all these people calling me? Well, they trying to help me. If you don't see your whole life, I have tried to help you. and this one insignificant moment in your life represents this much to you, so be it. Who am I? I was just a diaper changer. I was just a food preparer. I was just the person that washed your clothes. I was just the person, though we moved a lot, kept a roof over your head because wasn't nobody helping me do it then. I was just that person. May not mean nothing to you, and it's okay. So I want you guys to know that I am a very real person. I'm a very real person. And I do have feelings. And because I'm a mother, that does not mean misuse me, nor does it mean take me for granted. Both of my children have exactly what they want. My daughter wanted her own home to raise her children. She got that. She got it. God bless her. God keep her. Hold her up. Give her the strength to endure. My son wanted to go to college. God bless him. God keep him. Give him the strength to endure. But you will not turn it around as though you don't have what you wanted. You didn't want me around, so I got away from you. I was tired. I was hurt. I was lost because that's all I knew was my children. But I left it behind. I just left it. I was carrying so much, and I really hope this helps somebody. It has been times, it has been 12 and 13 people in my house. And I'm talking about throughout the years, people have lived with me. They didn't have money, but I did. So, clothes needed to be washed and all these things. I just did it. And then I look back over my life and I look at all the things I just did because I wanted to be the bigger, better person. And I didn't get it in return. You know what? I got Mother's Days that passed me by, and you were in the house with me. But you went and bought other people gifts. Very smart. I've gotten birthdays. Pass me by. Because it's no reward for a person who does not know how to say no. It's no reward for a person that does not set boundaries. It is not one reward from the presence of a person's mindset to say, And I say it all the time about me. I already know I was a Hellcat with my mom. She was older, and I kind of, I kind of do what I wanted to do to her. And at the same time, I think I kind of allowed my children to do the same thing to me because that's what my mom did, taught foolishness. Now, do I forgive myself? Heck, yes. Do I see the error of my ways? Yes. Do I not understand that a lot of the things that my mama went through, she didn't even have to go through, but because I took her through it, and then she was woman enough to stand there and still love me regardless of the fact of the foolishness that I took her through. And even now, love my children and grandchildren to death. But if you never take a look at it from the other side of the street and you always pointing your finger and you think you're the victim, no, no one is the victim here. Everyone suffered in silence because no one stood their ground. No one stood up and said how they truly felt. And I would have open floors. Let my children say whatever, say it how you need to say it. I wasn't caught up in the, don't speak like that in my house. No, if they had an issue and they had to say a curse word, look, the floor is open. Say what you have to say to whoever you have to say it to. Be mindful how you talk to me though. But if the floor is open and you just got something to say about an issue, say it. Because the floor open. I'm willing and I'm able to listen to you. Was I the best mother? Probably not. I'm not even no self-proclaimed the best mama of the year. Surely not. I wouldn't even try to wear that. I don't even, let me tell you something. I can only operate from the space of that I know. I can only operate from a space that I know. You want me to know something that I've never known and I don't know it. You want me to be something that I've never been and I've never been it. You want me to, I really do hope you guys are hearing what I'm saying. If your eyes could have seen some of the things I have seen. Now, mind you, I can tell you everything about who I was in the same house because I don't have nothing to hide. That's one thing about me. I tell people all the time. I do not give power to nobody. I can speak my own truth. I am the star of the movie. I'm the star. Not only am I the star, I write it. I produce it. Every part of the movie is me. Me with me. And today me is humbled. Today me has surrendered. Today I accept life for what it is. I call all of my energy back unto me right now. I cut every electrical cord. Really don't care who it is. My girlfriend used to say this to me. I came in the world by myself. and I lead by myself. Only difference with me, my homegirl, is that I know I didn't come here alone. I came in the world with God, so I'm never alone. Can't never be. And I know my heart, and I know who I have been, and I know who I will continue to be. But this go round, I'm going to be that to people that appreciate it. I'm going to be the love that I've always been to people that appreciate me, people that honor me and deem me as something in their life. I surrender and I let go. I surrender and I let go. I surrender and I let go. When I tell you, I love the rewards God has given me. And I love the rewards that the reward that God gave me has given me. But love is an action. Love is not long suffering. You suffer because you want to suffer because you love. But then when you turn that thing around and you begin to love yourself, it's a problem. But we can't get your attention. We can't get you to do what we need you to do no more. It's a problem. The robot is dysfunctioning. The robot should have been dysfunctional. It should have been Tower Moment Dad foolishness. So from the space that I'm in, I give thanks to the presence of the Creator. And before I leave, any person that is a parent to the best of your ability, I give you kudos. Because no, you're not a superwoman. Wasn't created to be no super mother. See, when you become a mother, you know what a mother means? Sacrifice. Mother means sometimes you don't have what you need because they need something. A mother means you may have to wear the same coat for years because you got to make sure they have one. Mother means you might not be able to go out all the time and hang with your friends because you got children at home now. Mother means a surrender. And it's only a few that have it to the point where they can actually do what it is they want to do and be a mother to, or succeed and grow and become whoever it is they desire to be. Then when you have that mother that's willing to sacrifice herself so that you may live, and you look at her with such a hardened heart You look at her as though she has done you a truthful, uh, a soul, oh my God. But she has given you everything that she ever had. And she gave it to you freely. Didn't nobody coerce her. Didn't nobody make her do it. She did it because she loved. So to the mothers out here that are being criticized and critiqued by their children and their family members and their friends and all of that good stuff, this prayer is for you. Our Father, we come to you tonight knowing that your eyes are our eyes and that we aren't the only ones that's seeing what's going on. Not only do you see through our eyes, you feel with our feelings, and our pain is your pain. Today we give it to you. We forgive, we forget, and we put it into the abyss of forgetfulness. Because in you there is love, and you have replaced that hurt with love. You have put a spark of your beautiful white light there to shine and heal that wound. We forgive ourselves for not knowing what to do and when to do it and how to do it. But we thank you for always keeping a roof over our head, food on our table. Though every condition may not be or may not have been the most elaborate of conditions. For me, Father, I always thought when you have family, that is your home. I always thought that when you eat together, you pray together, you operate as one unit. Forgive me for leaning into my own understanding. Forgive us for leaning into our own understanding. I, Creator, now realize that I am only the portal to get these gifts here. These gifts must experience life on their own because with you, they are never alone. We love you and we thank you for taking time, for listening to us. I thank you for taking our pain away. I thank you for being a listening ear. Of course, I thank you for the breath. I got caught right up in that moment right there. Thank you for the breath, the presence of now. Thank you, mothers, for being mothers, because it is a charge to be a mother. It takes a person to do it. Some of us broken in so many ways. So many of us so hurt by life and how we have surrendered to loving someone else more than we love ourselves. We take our love back. We give it back into ourselves, and everything that we gave away, we call back unto us now because it all belongs to us. And we're ready to receive it now. We know what to do with it now for ourselves. We won't give it away. We want somebody else to have. Lord, we thank you for this moment in time. We thank you for compassion and understanding. And we thank you for cradling us in this turbulent time. Bring peace that passes understanding to this situation. And reveal the isness of life to everyone involved. For it is for our good that we see clearly as you do. Not as we choose to see, but to actually see. Because perception is everything. Thank you for this. Thank you. Thank you. Amen, y'all. It wasn't long, and I'm so happy to have you guys to listen. Make sure you drop some down in the comment. I know you got something to say. Say it. Say it. Because the way we heal each other is we help each other. My testimony is not your testimony, but my life is real to me. It's surreal to me. Who the Creator is in me is the revelation of all things to me. And I love to see God work through us all, revealing, opening doors, taking veils off our eyes so that we see. And then you stand in the presence, God is with me. What can I feel? Nothing. You're talking to a, listening to a warrior. A lot of things that I've had to endure, my children never even had a glimpse of it. So, to God be the glory. Love y'all.